All right. Hello, Professor. This is my submission for the YouTube midterm assignment. I'm going to start with my Wix website. As you know, my business is RecRun, connecting your local basketball community. Beautiful front slide here. Pick the picture myself. We have our logo here. And I have my four options for my website. You could log in. I don't know if that really works. It's a work in progress. So let's start. What do we do? What we do at RecRun, our mission is to connect regular basketball players like you. I don't know if you play basketball. I don't know. This is for whoever would want to play basketball. This is targeted to my target audience is people who are around 16 to 25, generally male, that play basketball. My marketing, I took a marketing class last semester. Won't do a whole SWOT analysis, but we allow people to create leagues, find local courts where people are playing. You could use our system and services around the world to find courts and different leagues that you join, or even a league you want to create. And as we know, or if you did not know, basketball is an incredibly social sport, which I think, and I've experienced this myself in my time playing basketball, that it lacks a way to, find people to play with. Because going to a court is great. I like to shoot around, but it'd be very nice if I could, look on a little website or an app and see how active that court is, just so I know what I'm walking into and what I'm looking for. So we do that. Contact information, it's my address where I live, my phone number. One of the numbers is wrong, because I don't want to put my phone number out there. That's happened to me before. I email. I don't really care. I get enough emails to look past. So testimonials. John Doe, not a real person, but made that up myself. Sorry, couldn't catch a real one. This is a real one though. Luke Belmonte is my roommate. Funny guy. He doesn't really play basketball, so this is also kind of a sham. So that's this. Now let me pull up. This is the two domain websites I used, Namecheap and Squarespace domains. The domain name I chose, which was readily available on both sites, and I'm sure they share the same list, but was recrunhub.com. And for Namecheap, it was $11.28, and I don't know if this is goes along with it, but it's cheaper than Squarespace, which was $14. So the domain name I chose, recrunhub.com, is cheaper on Namecheap, but honestly, the UI and the whole system that I've used Squarespace myself, so I trust this more. So let's get into the ad hub. Kind of seems like a huge part of this assignment. So my first one, find your friends, FOF. Gave them, as you can see, instead of sheet 1, sheet 2, gave them their own little names. Keywords, where can I find people to play basketball with? How do I join a league with my friends? Is finding friends through basketball easy? When do people play basketball near me? All of this. Great keywords, I think, to use for my website and for my business. I think it leads kind of directly into what people are looking for, which is my business. That's what, these keywords help people find. It's a domain name, recrunhub.com, Squarespace. This wasn't included in your example, and I'm now seeing why, because it's supposed to be separate. But I included it anyways, just to have multiple areas where you can see the prices. Headlines, basketball leagues near you. We have stat sheets, low-cost league creator. We find you friends. Find your friends. FOF. Descriptions. Find and join local basketball leagues and pickup games near you. Have identifiers to see who you want to play with. And that's a big part of my business. I started this, not started this business, not even started. This business idea last year in marketing. This is, I have worked a lot on this. This came a little easier. But this was a big part that I wanted to incorporate if I ever were to start this business, is having almost kind of like a player profile for each person. See their stats, see who they are, if you add as much information as you want. RecRun Hub, that shouldn't say hub. I am so sorry. Don't know why it says that. Connects you with players and runs in your area. I was trying to figure out a synonym for runs. I really couldn't. Maybe games, something like that. Runs kind of just, when people are playing at a certain time. Stop searching and being disappointed by not finding anyone to play with. This came personally. This one came from me. I was sick and tired of going to Van Cortlandt Park. And look, I was so excited. I brought my speaker, I brought a water bottle, and there was no one to play with, which is fine, but would much rather have a little game that I could set up. Now, on to the second ad group. Get you a league. This is the second part. Find you a friend that's more about the interpersonal, social aspects, of, one-on-one playing. Get you a league is the ad group that more specifies on the aspect of creating and forming a league, managing a league, which I find is, as you know, the NBA, it's a league, WNBA, there's the European League, there's the Asian League, there's many leagues. Basketball's a very competitive and very organized sport where it's not like soccer in a way where you kind of have to have, it's a long game, and it's very, there's a lot of things going on where it kind of has to be built into one system, as in a league, as in a championship, which I think would be crucial in creating this business and a crucial part of marketing this. Get you a league. Keywords: how to start a basketball league registration, adult basketball league near me. That's the one that I think will be the most impactful, adult basketball league near me, because I find that the people who are looking for a basketball league to play in aren't generally people who are in college, who have intramural, who have club basketball, who are already on a sports team. It would be the people who are working a 9 to 5, accountants, bankers, people, chefs, cooks, whoever it is. On their weekend, on their day off, on their time off, they want a league to play in. And I think that would be the most crucial part. Scheduling basketball games online, how to run a basketball league, affordable league management. I didn't get much into the cost of running a league because, again, it's not a real business and there's no expenses, there's no P&L for this. But if there were to ever be, I think there would be more information on the actual cost of running this, the cost of forming your own league, using this app. Obviously, I think it's, my goal is to help, not profit, which, I feel like everyone says that before they become a billionaire. But I don't think I'm a billionaire off this idea. But if I were to, that'd be cool. Anyways, sorry about that. I think I would really focus on keeping it cheap, keeping it accessible and affordable for people to use. Domain name, again, recrunhub.com. This is from Namecheap. Headlines: create and manage your own basketball league, easy online registration, track stats and standings, start your league today. For create and manage your basketball league, I think, again, easily making it a very easy and accessible thing to do. Not everyone's, some general manager, some commissioner. These are just normal people who want to just play with their friends, play with new friends. They don't want to be able to make this easy for them. Easy online league registration, same thing. Want to make it easy for people. Want it to be a little, like a, kind of like making an Instagram account. Similar to that. I don't care about the quality of the league. I want anyone to have a league. I don't, that's my end goal. Each player has their own profile and stats from the games they played. Again, a huge part of what I think would be a pinnacle point of this business. Creating a personalized profile with stats, with a profile, with information on the person. I think that would, again, and I got into this in my marketing presentation, the safety of it, I find, is a huge part, where I wouldn't want to go play with someone if, I'm not going to put their criminal record on this profile, but, if you leave a review on a person or maybe some comments like, hey, this guy tried to kill me, I think that would be a great thing to have on someone's profile. We eliminate the hassle and discourse with managing a league. Use our tools to your advantage. I think we would set up our website, our business with tools and systems to use to, again, make it as easy as possible and as accessible as possible. I think that is a huge part. So, per your rubric, this wraps up my video for this. That's not that. So that's all. So I appreciate this project. I found this very fun. I'd like to continue with this business. This is honestly helping me in the long run. Maybe if I were to ever develop this business, this is now the second class that I've done a project on with this. So I think I'm well prepared. But anyways, thank you, Professor. I hope you have a great rest of your day and be well.